And could you say, is there any difference in maybe your buyer consult or your seller, consult before and after going through training with me?
Oh yeah, so my buyer consult now is, um, what I've taken from your course, and I've basically turned it into a Google form, and I, go over it with my buyers. It's very detailed. So now,
So
now
you said like the intake form, like the
the
needs
intake
analysis.
form. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, yeah, the intake form. Yeah, correct.
because not everybody
Uh,
does that. Not
no,
everybody does.
I know.
Does a Had you
No.
done consults in the past, or would you just show properties?
Yeah, being honest, it was like an informal, like, here's my card, this is where I'm at, and I would, show up. And sometimes people would just kind of go along with it because that was their expectation of what a real estate agent or realtor was. And I think taking the reins back and being assertive and saying, no, we're going to do this consult. I'm going to get to know you. I'm going to get to know what you're looking for. We're going to go over information. We're going to go over data, and we're going to narrow things down. That prevents a lot of frustration, and it prevents a lot of wasted time, so that we're not, just aiming all over the place. We know, what we're headed, what we're looking at, and we know what we're headed for.
Nice. Just to give you a preview of next Tuesday's buyer consultation class or buyer's class, is I'll share with you something that Carrie today called stacking versus pecking. And it's exactly to help your clients who are unrealistic with what they can afford and what they
Oh,
want to buy.
perfect.
Yeah, so that reminded me of you. That's why I was hoping you had been on it, because you'd have been like,
Uh,
oh my gosh. And
yeah.
she has a really cool technique. I go at the buyer consultation like I'm very heavily into the numbers, and I learn what they want and I match it up to the MLS, and then I show them, hey, is this, what you said you want might cost this much more. She actually has a really cool technique that for people who are not as comfortable with numbers, they can actually do it a little bit differently and get to the same result. So I'm excited to kind of digest what she taught. And I think that will also just demonstrate I'm always learning too.
Right.
One of my goals is always to be learning for your benefit, and bringing it back to you.
Correct.